Yes, people, welcome back to the Graftkings podcast. We're back in Moomoo's, Kent's hottest nightclub. This evening, we've got a very special guest. Some of you may know very well, Miss Brontë.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good.
Thank you for having me. Good, thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Where are you from, Brontë? We don't actually know.
Essex way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, between like Essex and Suffolk.
Okay.
Oh, nice part of the world, Suffolk. My dad
Yeah.
lived in Suffolk.
Yeah, it's all right. It's a lot of fields and that, which is quite nice.
It's middle of nowhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it is in the middle of
It'll
nowhere.
take you long to get here?
Hour and 40.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bridges
It's
are
worth
great.
it.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm sure it will be.
We only had to stop off in Brentwood though to get her makeup done.
Yeah, stopped halfway.
Yeah, you can ask for your money back.
I'm joking.
I was thinking, right, what
And that's how we're starting the pod tonight. That's how we're starting.
I'm a prick, sorry.
No, it's fine. I can deal with it.
Brontë, for those who don't know who you are, why don't you give us a brief description of who you are and what you're about?
So my name's Brontë and I do OnlyFans. Some people say like content creator, but I'm just gonna go with OnlyFans. And yeah, 24 from Essex.
Sweet. Cool. Have you always lived in Essex?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I have. I do like the idea of like living in like Manchester, Cheshire way, but I've got a lot of friends down here.
With
So
all the Z-listers.
yeah.
Everyone's up that way now.
Yeah.
No offense to you
I
lot.
think I'm a bit further down the list
Yeah.
though.
Well, you know, we'll move it.
Yeah, literally.
Neighbours.
No, everyone is moving up there.
Why there, out of interest?
I've got a lot of friends as well in Manchester
Fine,
way,
okay,
and my
cool.
sister's from there, so
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
You
From
know-
there or lives there now?
Lives there now, yeah.
Okay, fine. I hear good things about Manchester. though.
Yeah, it is nice. It's like a mini London.
Mm.
You can get around a bit quicker.
Yeah.
Oh, true. This is
You
true.
don't sound like an Essex girl though.
Do you not think?
No.
That's
No.
a good thing though.
Yeah, I think
I
it's a
don't-
good
I
You
thing.
don't look like one either.
Do you not
really.
think?
I think she does.
Do you not
Shut
think?
up.
I got a teeth.
Typical Essex girl.
Not typical.
No, I
Do you
don't,
know what
I
I
don't think
mean?
she's... No, I know Essex girls, mate. She does not sound like an Essex girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the Essex accent though. I think that's a bit of a like insult.
Is
So
it?
you're from
Yeah.
Essex?
Yeah, but some people try and put on the accent.
Fucking hell, son. Fucking what?
She needs to fire back.
Shut
in the crowd,
up.
yeah.
That's funny.
How long have you done OnlyFans, Brontë?
I've done OnlyFans since about 2017 now. So
Has he been around that long?
6
yeah,
years, yeah,
well, it's been
bloody
around since 2016. Yeah, but obviously I was underage at that point. So
Fucking hell.
yeah,
So
I
you
couldn't
didn't
really go
start
on.
you didn't start it in lockdown like everyone else has.
No, but it actually did boom in lockdown. So
Did it?
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't you have to
Do you
like
think
drop your
all-
prices?
I don't really think so. No, I actually found a lot more people had money because people had furlough. Was
Yeah,
it?
that's it.
So they were sort of
Spend-
all spending it. I was like, oh, lovely, this is nice. But
It's a great way to spend your furlough.
Yeah.
Self-employed, I wouldn't know.
Ronnie, why don't you take us back and talk like so? You were one of the first creators on there.
yeah,
Talk to us about that.
It was really good, but it was not the platform that it is today.
Okay.
Obviously, it wasn't as well known. So I remember you actually could have it in your bio, like the OnlyFans actual link, whereas
Oh,
now
wow, okay.
you'd get deleted from the face of the earth if you had that. But
I didn't know that.
yeah,
I
if
know
you
that.
have OnlyFans in your bio now, you actually like.
Why, though? Why?
I don't know.
Not to go off tangent quickly, but why?
I don't know, but
Okay,
a lot
fine.
of like Instagram sort of rules, they don't allow it. The same as like Daily Mail and things like that now. They actually use the word OF rather than OnlyFans. It's
Okay,
quite
fine.
taboo.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
But you can have it on your link tree or something like that.
Yeah, on Linktree and stuff like that.
That's
and
so weird.
All my links or whatever.
Fine. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, it was a lot different site than it is today.
Yeah.
And
How so?
I don't think there was any like people on it. I definitely wasn't doing that. I was doing like dancing videos because I was at dance uni and stuff.
Okay. Cool.
And then I'm gonna say like 2020 was when it sort of started
Fine.
getting a bit more raunchy.
Okay.
But,
Cool.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that when it was first made. It wasn't intended to be that type of platform. No.
A lot of
Oh
people.
wow. Okay.
I believe there was an actual. You know when you type in OnlyFans on Google, it says
Yeah.
like now it's for sex work or whatever it
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
It used to say for influencing, chefs. There was like 4 things labeled on it.
Oh wow.
Didn't know any of that.
Yeah, so it was very, very different. But
So you didn't get into it with the intent of doing what you're doing now?
no.
Okay. Fine.
And
okay,
a lot of
cool.
people now obviously come to the site like wanting to make money, thinking
Mhm.
I'm going to make $5,000 a month or whatever. Whereas I think if you go into an industry or a job or anything with the intention on not making big money, you'll actually do better.
Yeah. Sure.
Because you don't have the intention or ever doing or being successful, which I didn't because it wasn't that thing.
Probably find your niche like that as well.
Yeah, you
where
do.
everyone's trying to do the same things.
Yeah, because you're just being yourself. Whereas now it's like I tell girls, I'm like, look, you need to find your niche. And they're like, oh, well, what's that? And I'm like, well, you're blonde and you're skinny. So you could go down this sort of like kind of Barbie route or whatever. Or if you're quite like heavily tattooed and stuff like that. You can go down more like dominatrix or whatever. Whereas back in the day, you didn't have to have that at all. You could just post whatever you wanted.
So how did it go from how you first started out on the platform
To now.
To now, yeah.
I think as everything, like things progress and you get a bit more like, I suppose it's when you're like
Confident?
sort of like, yeah, we're like,
Yeah.
like, you know, when you first started dating a girl or whatever, you go a bit further, like the next date and so on. It's a bit like that. Like a few weeks on, a few months on, you'll sort of do a bit more and do a bit more, and then get down the line and you're sort of doing the full shebang. But
Wow. Just fell into it.
yeah, literally.
What's your niche then, since everyone's got one?
I would say girl next door. Like I'm quite sort of, I'd say normal looking. I look quite normal. You'd walk past me on the street kind of thing. And I'm obviously natural, so I don't have like implants and stuff like that, which is a niche of its own, especially on OnlyFans.
Okay, cool.
Apart from the veneers, yeah?
Apart from this.
I don't know what it is. It's because I'm hungover, so I just want to like, fight everyone. I get a bit passive
It's coming for me off camera.
I love you really, bro.
I love you too,
really.
bro.
But yeah, I'd say girl next door. That's
Okay,
what
cool.
people sort of label it as anyway.
Fine.
But yeah.
Fairs.
What was you
That's a mad
doing before
transition.
you actually got into OF, to content creation?
I didn't have a job as such because I was at uni, but I was doing dancing in like London nightclubs like Libertine and things like that.
Good old Libertine.
Yeah. And like music videos and stuff. But that was like all a part of dancing at uni, like just doing it on the side type of thing. But realistically, I'd never had a job apart from when I was 16. I worked as like a waitress. But
So what was the long-term goal at that age? When you
When
was younger, yeah, before.
I used to really want to be an air hostess.
Okay, cool. yeah,
Because
nice.
I didn't used to have like sleep a lot and things like that. But I
Sleep
never
well now?
really
Sleep well now, no?
Yeah. but like, no, I didn't really have a sort of goal. I've always wanted to make good money and just be whatever anyone thinks is successful. And I never sort of wanted to settle for necessarily a 9 to 5, because 9 to 5s are great. However, you might not meet the means of success in them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
fair
depends
enough.
what you're
Yeah,
happy
yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Like some people are happy going to a 9 to 5, having children and living that sort of normality of life, whereas I want to have a different life to that.
So what is your, touching on that, what is your definition of success?
Being able to take sort of like holidays and luxurious breaks and stuff like that, and just being able to have freedom, because that's one thing that I just don't think you can get from a 9 to 5 especially, and normal genuine jobs, is the freedom of it.
Sure. Yeah,
The money's great, yes, but it's the freedom that it gives you.
Yeah,
Freedom's
spot on.
everything, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
We say that all the time.
Yeah,
That's what we'll get off the back of the podcast one
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
it really
hopefully.
is.
Not hopefully, definitely.
Definitely, correct. Yeah, you're right.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So, go on.
I was just going to say, obviously the whole industry is it's frowned upon from some ends. Like I
Yes.
think when you started, it would probably been worse than it is now.
Yeah.
When you first decided to change up the OF and obviously to go into more raunchy content, as you say, how did people around you kind of deal with that, or like what was their kind of intake on it?
Friends were a bit more sort of like, are you sure you want to do this? However, family-wise, like I've got a very, very small family. It's not like I've got brothers or anything. Like I've got one sister. I've got parents. They're still together, yes, but it's sort of, dancing and modelling is always a very close-knit industry anyway. So you're more than likely to collide a path that your parents might not want you to go down. Like as much as some people in the industry say, oh yeah, my parents don't care. Like my parents don't want me to like be having my boobs out. Do you know what I mean? Like realistically, no parent would want that.
Yeah.
Because they're your baby, no matter if they're 1 year old or 100, they don't. But it's, at the end of the day, they're happy with you being happy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Being
sure.
successful, you wouldn't be where you were at that point if you didn't do the job you done. But I think a lot of people were very, not like, they sort of try to say they're concerned, but very sort of judgmental.
Yeah, can imagine.
And why are you doing that? Or should you be doing that? And just sort of judging you on the type of content you're putting out there, on your personality, when realistically, like me being girl next door, it is quite similar, because the person that you subscribe to is me. There is no character. However, I understand that like some people can be like, well, you're not horny all the time type thing.
Right.
And you're putting out that you are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people are just quite concerned with what you're putting your life into.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can imagine. But like, off the back of that, then, what's like the biggest con that's kind of come from the pros and the cons that's come from doing this?
I definitely just say the cons is just the hate online. Not now, but at the start. Now, considering TikTok, like TikTok's savage, like men will just eat you alive.
Yep.
But
We know.
they say it. Do you get stuff like that as well?
I mean,
we don't have the men eat us alive. We have the females. That
Yeah.
Really?
I had a few come after me at some point.
Like
we
what?
get the feminists.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The ones that own like 6 cats.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Six-
someone-
Six cats and pronouns. in there.
Pronouns in their
Really?
bio.
That's the
Yeah.
ones we get.
That's so strange
I got
because
grilled.
I don't ever see stuff like that.
You know, but they messaged my sister
So what?
saying your brother's this, that, and the other. So one of them, I was talking to my sister about this. One of them messaged my sister saying, "We're gonna take your man as well." They're like, "We're gonna message your man and get yeah."
To go off tangent there. How weird is I know him.
I know, crazy.
What the fuck?
Small world, bro.
How weird is that? I know that fella.
He
Like
knows
proper
my-
know him as
Yeah.
well. I've worked with him for years, bro.
No.
So I've told him
Yeah.
already.
We know this is about you, but sorry.
Sorry,
No,
yeah.
it's fine.
weird,
It's
isn't it?
fine.
Yeah, it's proper weird.
Do you know what I mean? What's
He was
the
just like,
chance?
"Oh, yeah, Mason's a nice guy." I was like, "How the fuck do you know Mason?" Hey?
Like, pardon. Like,
Oh yeah, exactly.
Small world, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very small. But yeah, definitely like people just saying hate, like it's just strange. I've never said anything horrible about someone online. Like I get that people don't like some people, but I don't believe that you can be so hateful towards someone that you've never met. I don't get that.
That is all that is just a reflection of
I
themselves.
took
Yeah.
the word
Facts.
right out of my mouth, brother.
That is it.
I was going to
Any
say
of
the
these
same.
people that shed hate, and we spoke about this in a few internals, of people that just show hate, even just to us or sly comments. Anyone that's negative like that, they're not happy with their own life.
100%.
Anyone that's a negative person in general, they're not happy with what they've got going on.
They're
in their
never
own
going
life.
to believe that though. Do you know what I mean? Like
Of
it's
course, they're in
just
denial.
Yeah.
They're deluded.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
deluded. Yeah, they're probably
Yeah.
fat, sat
And-
at home, sweating their balls off, virgins, eating what's it every night. Do you know what I'm
Was
saying?
it you? Was it?
Yeah, I've got to think about it. I've got to think about it.
We're gonna have
His
a court
biggest
case.
hit.
Because they're gonna come.
Every fucking pod hating on what's it,
Do you know what I mean? I
bro.
can just see it. Listen, I don't got nothing against what's it, but I can just see it.
Yeah, I hear you.
You mean cheesy pasta?
Yeah. 30 fingers sat
Oh,
in their bed and
yeah, you get well dirty.
sheets that they've not washed, do you know what I mean? And just sat there eating. Oh, yeah, no, not a bit me. So, yeah, fuck those people.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
literally.
It is just like I'm not the sort of well, sometimes I do reply to like TikTok ones because I think it's funny. Like sometimes giving it back. If I'm in a mood, like, I'll just be like, oh, but I wouldn't go out of my way and comment on like some Gavin's picture being like,
Yeah.
what is that? Like it's just weird.
That's what them people do.
You
They
know,
give
it's
nothing
just
what's going
weird,
on.
isn't
They're
it?
strange human beings.
But yeah,
Even Dave's videos have got people riled up.
Who's
Yeah,
Dave?
didn't it?
Dave.
Dave who went on, Dave Courtney.
Oh, right, okay.
People just get so, it's unbelievable how fired up-
Angry.
how angry they
Yeah, I
get
know
behind the
it.
screen. But again, they're just low life. They've got nothing going on in
It's
their life.
so weird.
What was the pros then? That's the con.
I genuinely say the pros is just, well, it's not is, but the main pro is freedom of it.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you obviously freedom to be with family and be with friends. And like, I really like obviously going on holiday and sort of seeing different parts of the world and so on. And obviously the money side, you wouldn't be able to do that if you didn't have the
Yeah.
money side of it. But
Fairs.
yeah, I'd definitely say freedom.
Yeah.
What'd you do with your money if you don't mind me asking? Do you invest or?
Now I'm investing, but like back in the day when obviously I had it sort of coming in at sort of like a fast pace, like it was going up like dramatically. I was like, Mum, I'm doing this, but I didn't like properly say.
I
I'd
hear
be
what
like,
you're
oh yeah,
saying,
Mum,
yeah.
I'm doing this, but I'm not doing this. I need help. So obviously she helped me with the sort of money side of it, but it was just spending it constantly, like cars, bags, shoes.
You're young, innit?
holidays.
Like, so-
Yeah, wow.
Imagine getting that much money when you're young.
I'll be dead.
But that's what I mean. Definitely,
Yeah. Yeah.
be
people
dead.
don't
We'd be dead.
realise like how much. Like I didn't obviously get myself in any sort of like trouble, but I understand how people can get themselves in money situations from buying things and like spending it.
On purpose.
The thing is, when you've got that sort of money coming in on a regular basis like that, you think it's never going to end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just,
Well, especially
I mean?
before I, for example, had a business account and it was coming through to me personally,
Yeah.
you'd spend like $7,000. Next day, it'd be back in,
Oh,
and
wow.
Mental.
you're like, oh great, I'm back to step number 1, but you haven't realised that you went down and you've gone back up. So technically, you haven't gained. You've just gone back to the same step.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you say in a day?
That's crazy.
Dale,
We can
so-
cut that out. Damn.
yeah,
That's heavy. Fair play.
Yeah,
definitely.
wow.
Like it's all down to like really sort of I'm very pushy on sort of social media, whereas some girls in the industry, Telegram came into a big part of it.
You talk about Telegram. We want to know more about that.
That's all right. Like Telegram's a bit like WhatsApp. But
No, I know that. But how do you monetize
Yeah,
that?
what is that about?
It's mainly group chats and like engaging with different people and networking with different people. But it's all, again, who you know. Like, people normally on socials aren't Telegram people. I was only on Telegram because I came on in lockdown. And it's just, again, who you know, what you know. If you know someone in the right group chat, then you'll do well type thing.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Yeah, who's giving you the money? I don't get it.
Yeah,
What do you mean? No, like Telegram as in like networking rise. So like
right.
I would
You don't
yeah.
use it.
No,
I see girls saying subscribe to my Telegram all the time.
No. So it's just like a promotional site kind of thing.
Right, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So it's just like another way of networking. So a lot of girls who network on Telegram, one of them, she doesn't even have social media. Like, she doesn't promote or nothing. She's faceless as well.
Wow.
Yeah, like she smashes it, like beyond levels of smashing it.
Really?
Yeah. Literally faceless.
I suppose it's that curiosity. You don't know who she is. Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember that bird I met in Mykonos from America? I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think this girl's from Australia. She's got blue hair. She like smashes it like
nothing
beyond...
on social media. She did it all through Reddit. All of her stuff's through Reddit, and she was making a full-time living off it.
Really?
Doing OnlyFans, and it was all just through Reddit. That's like, I don't know how to see that as part as possible, because I'm in forums. People just subscribe to you.
Yeah.
No one in her city knows who she is.
That's so good.
Crazy.
That's so good. I didn't do that. I used my real name, so.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Do you regret that?
Kind of. Yeah, I do. Obviously, that's the only thing as well. Like, starting at such a young age, you don't realize things like that because, like, I thought, oh yeah, I've got kind of like a unique name. I'll use that. Great. And then, like 5-6 years down the line, I'm like,
that's your brand now, though, isn't it?
Yeah. And like, it's great because it's like, it is me. So I've used my name, kind of thing. Like, it's not a made up character.
Sure.
But you can get the odd few strange people and they think that you know you. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people sort of suck onto you and they think.
Is that when you're out and about?
More so like following you. Like, when I'm driving, like, guys will follow and then.
Are you taking a piss?
No. I've never had someone come up to my house, but like, people will follow you and then I'll like clock to them and then I'm like, you've been following me. So then I'll just pull down a side road and like wait there for like 10 minutes. Weird. Yeah, it's so weird.
It's quite obvious with your cars as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, it's so weird. What? But like, that's what I mean, because you give off like a
persona.
You guys might even get it. You give off like a like, what's the word? Something persona, like chatty or whatever.
Yeah.
And that people can come up to you and chat to you, but it's like your little bubble. Like, don't sort of come into my bubble.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I had it at this car show that I was at on the weekend. It was a girl, it's fine, but she came up to me and was like, oh, can I get a picture? And I was like, that's really weird because I'm no one. Like, I see myself as absolutely no one. Like, I'm just a normal Sally. And it was just really like, oh my God, okay, yeah, right. And I didn't know what to do. Like, you just sort of freak out because it's really strange. Like, I'm just a normal person, the same as you, but you're asking me for that, and I don't know what to do.
It's weird, and it happened to us on the weekend.
Did
For
it?
the first time for the pod, we got asked for a photo. For the first time, we couldn't believe it because we've not.
It's cool though, when you guys are like growing a brand.
Yeah.
But our following's not. It's growing quick, but it's not massive compared to yours. And we couldn't. Got 2 groups of boys in the same night, and we were in shock. It was like, what's going on?
They're shouting our names, and we were like,
That's sick though that it's boys as well, because it's sort of like
that's what we want.
We want the boys as well, because this pod was built for the boys.
Yeah,
so
it was. Yeah.
The fact that we're influencing people, and people are actually happy.
You want to be influencing.
Yeah, we want to do that. Oh, do you know what I thought the other day? I don't want to be known as. I know this is your pod. I'm sorry, I'm going off tangent.
No, it's fine. I don't mind.
I don't want to be known as influencers. I want to be known as educators.
Yeah.
I don't want to be known as influencers because I'm not an influence. I'm a bad influence, and I don't want to influence other people.
Me and you both, mate.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd rather say, look, we're educating you on the mistakes we've fucked up.
Don't make those mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. No, I feel you.
But yeah, it's weird, isn't it, when people ask you like for photos and shit? Like,
I don't know how to react. Like, I would do it to someone like, obviously in my eyes is like really famous.
Yeah, same.
But like, I'd still be a bit scared to do that. And for someone to come up to me who's like literally not even got 100k, I'm like, why are you here? Do you know what I mean?
That's mad. World's crazy. You are technically a celebrity now.
I wouldn't. No, I'd never see it as that. Never.
You might not see it as that, but you are a modern day celebrity.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think so many people have a lot of followers nowadays. I do. Like, I do think the odd few people you're clicking, I know it's when you're like, if your For You page or whatever, but they have got like over 30k or whatever. I do think it's quite.
But some of these girls aren't. They're not actually content creators. They're just hot girls with big followings. Because most of their followings built up on just random people paying interest in them for no reason. They're not actually giving anything back. You know what I'm saying? You are a content creator, whatever way you want to kind of look at it.
Yeah,
so
that's good though. Because I want to sort of go, as much as I do, obviously OnlyFans as a living, I want to lean down the route of being not like a bit more classy, but like that's the sort of way that I give off with OnlyFans. Like any podcast that I've been on there, sort of like, oh, you sort of rub out the stigma of OnlyFans, which I quite like about, because you don't necessarily need to walk down the road with your boobs hanging out to say you're OnlyFans at all. Which people do think that. That
was my next question. How would you, where do you see you going with this? How long do you see yourself doing this?
So you're how old now?
24.
Right, okay, fine.
Yeah.
So sorry, go on back to you.
I'd probably go, obviously I've got friends within the industry who still do it now and they're like 35, 40. And they smash it because they've gone down the whole MILF vibe. But like, I don't know if I would be a MILF when I got to that point. And if I'd still want to do that at that point. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd hope that I would sort of invested into like houses and things like that.
Did you say it's your exit strategy?
Yeah, I would say so.
You got a timeline?
I'd say like over 5 years.
Okay.
Are you genuinely happy like doing this? Like genuinely?
I do enjoy it.
Good question.
I do genuinely enjoy it, and it is fun. Like I'm quite sort of, I like having fun, and it is fun. However, I don't think people speak openly about, apart from like the bigger profiles, like bigger than my profile.
Yeah.
Openly about how much it can sort of destroy mentally the way you see things, like how you perceive men, how you perceive people in general, and how you deal with like social situations. Like you're so what's the word, you know, when you're like sat in a room by yourself, like not lonely,
isolated.
You're so isolated as doing this job that when you're then put in a social situation, you like don't really know how to deal with it, and you try and not portray that that's how you are, but from doing that job, that's normal. Do you know what I mean? It's the same as if you was a presenter on a show, you're always very outgoing and you're always sort of chatty and able to build conversations with people. But when you're never needing to build a conversation with people, just chat to guys online and do FaceTimes and things like that, then when you're put in a different situation, you don't have to deal with it.
Would you say you're naturally an introvert?
I would say so, yeah. When I do my dancing and stuff, I'm very, what's the opposite?
Extrovert.
Yeah. I'm very extrovert on like dancing and performing.
Sure. But then you're putting on a show.
But I'm performing.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's an act. So when it comes to like acting and stuff, I'm fine. But if you was to talk to me in the street, I don't know if I could hold the conversation longer than a minute.
Really?
Yeah, because it's so like, it's not me at all. Like even when I'm buying like some water at a till, I'm like, oh my God, take my money and go. Like, I don't know what to do.
Can you ring up and order something on the phone?
No, oh my God, no. Someone rings me and I look at the number for like 5 seconds and then I'll have to like breathe and literally answer the phone. Like it's so strange. It's so strange. But so many people in this industry are like that. Like they don't know how to deal with like
social
human conversation. Yeah,
wow.
they just, it's strange.
Do you not like going out and stuff then? Like
no, I can't.
I knew that. I was going to ask that. I knew.
Yeah, it was coming. It was coming.
Every single content creator in that industry we've asked, they do not like going out.
Yeah, don't like it.
No, I don't think. Well, the last time I went out was probably.
Sorry, can you just move up a tiny bit? I'm conscious of this blue.
Move that way.
Forward.
With me?
No. You're cool.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. The last time I probably went out was about 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, long. Well, I thought it was quite a long time.
That is a
long time.
That was just like a local bar in my area.
What?
But yeah, no.
So you don't go out at all?
No, the only time I've ever been in a club was when I danced in a club. I've
That's
never been out
crazy.
clubbing.
What?
Ever. No.
Why can I ask?
I don't
Why?
know.
Social anxiety.
I don't know.
I reckon it's maybe because you are a dancer.
see him nodding.
I don't know.
we have the fella off set here nodding, giving it there.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's just like, I don't know what it is. I think, again, like dancing, for example, in Libertine, you're on like a 5-foot podium, like nearly a bit shorter than that thing, and you're performing, you're in little to really nothing, you're in, say, a bikini or whatever, but that doesn't scare me at all. But going into a situation dressed up, yeah, nice, but you've got maybe the odd coincidence of someone talking to you being like, hi, you're right. I'd be like, I don't know what I'd do.
So you've never been to a rave?
No, I've never been to a rave.
Oh my God.
Does it even interest you? Think I want to go? Like, what about girl mates? What about going out for brunches and drinks and all that? Not your vibe.
We've been for a brunch about 2 months ago.
Okay.
But that was like a day thing from like 1 till like 5.
Yeah. And you're done.
No, and that was fine. but that was fine.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it was fine.
There's nothing good at
but
the
like,
club.
I really enjoy like obviously that type of music and everything, and like the whole vibe. I love it.
Cool.
But I don't have sort of like a threshold, if that's the right word. Like I don't sort of stop. Like I just keep on drinking and then have a laugh and whatever.
Cool.
So I do think I would enjoy going out, but I don't think I've never done it.
No, fair.
That blows my mind.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it only blows our mind because that's all we've ever done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm
Are
saying?
you trying to insinuate that we're losers?
Yes, he is.
I do think more boys though do go out than girls, as in groups.
Oh
wise.
yeah, for sure. So what are your hobbies outside of that? Like, what are your interests? I've heard cars is your thing.
Yeah, cars, jet skiing. So
Okay.
I've got a jet ski, so we do that a lot.
Cool.
Of course you do.
Nice life, that, isn't it? 24.
Yeah.
24 on a jet ski. Nice.
Good jet ski.
Yeah, just like holidays and stuff. I'm quite sort of like a homebody as well. Like I do like,
Cool.
I've got dogs and stuff, so spending time with like family and things like that.
Just out of interest now, I only excited this conversation through the boys the other day, so I'm interested now.
That's okay.
What if you had all the money in the world, what is your dream car that you want to get one day? Like spec, car, everything.
I do love a Porsche 911 GT2.
Lovely, yeah, nice.
Yeah,
motor.
sick. Yeah, or 911 GT3.
Pretty much owned all the other ones, haven't you?
Yeah, that's why. They're the only ones left.
SVR, GT4. What else? There's loads of them as well.
Yeah, all right.
So V10 Plus.
Yeah,
Fair play.
yeah.
Mo's done some digging,
Fair
clearly.
play. I like cars, man. That's all. How do you get into cars then?
I don't know really. My family aren't into cars. I've just sort of had always friend-orientated car people.
Yeah, fair.
And yeah, just sort of fell into cars from. I used to go to when I was younger, like 14, 15, to a lot of like car meets, like London things and stuff like that. So we was always hanging around with people that were a lot older than us, and they always had cool cars. So I was like, oh, I want to do that one day. But cool cars. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's it like insuring them cars then?
Oh, it's awful. Oh, it's so bad. It's really bad. Yeah, on the like SVR and the RA. The SVR, they're worse. Defenders and R8s and everything, like anything that's like Land Rover, sometimes Audi's so bad for young people. I think quite a lot of people don't actually insure Land Rovers anymore.
What sort of figure are we looking? So what age did you buy the SVR?
I was just turned 21.
So what we're looking at insurance-wise, roughly?
I think it was like just under 10. It was like 9.8.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
For the year?
for the year, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's mad.
But it was good. It was so much fun. That was definitely my favourite car, 100%.
Why'd you chop them in so quick?
I'm just really,
Because you
yeah,
can.
just
Yeah,
get
fucking right.
Because
yeah,
we can. As Tommy Shelby says, because we can.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, I just get itchy feet. But the SVR I had for nearly 2 years, but
Nice.
everything else was just like sort of
What car you got now?
a V8 Defender. Yeah,
That's up for sale now.
yeah, it's up for sale.
Don't tell him.
Mert, you know.
Do not tell Mert the number plate because you'll get some Turkish geezers come down. Rob your car. You don't want that. That's why he's asking. Sorry, bro. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
We're friends now. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
We've got to buy this one.
That's his side hustle, isn't it? He does look like he does that for a living, though.
Do what?
Cut that. Cut that.
You're gonna ruin my side hustle.
Question:
Yeah.
OF and your relationship. How do you balance that? 'Cause if I'll be honest, if my missus was an OF, or it'd probably
You
bother
could-
me a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, that's the thing. Some people, I think, either it bothers you or it doesn't. But I don't think you should go into a relationship with someone who.
Yes, people, what is happening? Thank you once again for tuning into our lovely podcast. We hope you're enjoying it. Hit the subscribe. What are you two doing? Hit the subscribe button. Let's go.
Does do it and you're bothered by it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, the person that I'm with now knew that I did it beforehand.
Sure.
You right, bruv?
So I don't think it would be very fair if they sort of turned around and said,
I don't want you doing it.
I don't want you doing
You're
it.
already doing it, yeah.
Yeah, because I was already doing it, like clearly already doing it. But I do get how people couldn't do it. And me personally, as a person who does OnlyFans, I wouldn't be able to deal with it because I am a very jealous person. I wouldn't be able to cope with it. I'd be like,
Oh, if your fellow was, if
yeah,
he
no, I don't
started.
think I could cope with that.
Really?
Yeah.
So if he said he's going to start tomorrow,
I'd probably cry.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what would you leave him or would you stay with him?
No, I wouldn't leave him. I would just cry and then hope that he says
Hope that he doesn't do
it. Yeah, no, I know that's so hypocritical, but I couldn't like praise you for being able to deal with it. And I understand completely why people couldn't deal with it because it is kind of a bit abnormal. Like at the end of the day, you're essentially most of the time naked online. What for people to see? Do you know what I mean? It's like when you're on a beach, like guys look and stare, and you're in a bikini, let alone on like naked.
yeah,
so I do
right,
get it, but it is. Luckily with me, it's fine, and I've never had an issue. But some people do have issues with their partners. But I don't think you should get in a relationship.
Yeah, I agree.
It's going to
that's
be an
true.
issue. Do you know what I mean? Just
agree.
don't go further than
I mean,
dating.
like you said, because you was already doing it, there's that person has to accept that they can't
Yeah.
tell you to change. But I
Yeah.
think some people might have started after, which would probably bother a lot of guys
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I think it depends how you carry yourself as well. Like you carry yourself very like mature, whereas like some OnlyFans girls that I know
Like who?
Oh,
could not be in a relationship.
like who, bro?
I'm baiting anyone up. It's just like you just like the vibe they give. You're just like I could not trust
What
this
like
bird.
sort of
trust them.
flirtatious or
Just too like
Just too out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
don't wanna
different
say-
levels to it. Like you could do it in a
No,
more
it's fine.
sophisticated. Did you say who?
Talking to him.
Oh, okay.
Shut up.
He doesn't position his mic properly.
No, it's fine every
He's
time.
like the
It's
dad
not
of the
because you're
group.
not in the editing
Okay.
process.
Yeah.
I can hear it. Your volume's down. Trying to help you out here, bro. Trying to get you some good
Sorry,
deals here,
sorry,
bro.
people.
my dad
I know,
again.
I know. Tell me about it.
What do you?
Sorry, Bronte.
What
That's
do
all right.
you look
Oh.
for in a guy then? Like, what's important to you?
I'd say like grounded, not sort of taking off every 5 seconds to like a different country or going out clubbing and raving.
Right, okay.
I get how guys do that.
Yeah.
But like if you're looking to settle down, like actually settle down, you need to sort of be able to wind what you've been doing down.
That's exactly why none
Do
of
you
us
know
have
what?
got a bird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just me saying it from like I've been in 2 very long-term relationships, do you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what I've always sort of looked for.
Yeah.
And mature
Mm.
and not successful, but
You're gonna
Ambitious.
say ambitious.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what someone asked me on a podcast. I was like, so you're not bothered if they're successful? I was like, no, I just want them to be ambitious and driven with their career or able to go to work in the day. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not sort of, they don't need to be earning like millions of pounds or good money. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They don't need to do that.
They just can't be a bum,
got you for
basically.
that.
Yeah.
Look at you for that.
Yeah, I suppose so.
What about biggest red flag in a guy?
I don't like them following loads of girls. I don't like that.
Murky boy.
You're on heat, bro.
I follow the least people here.
I swear one of the
All
girls
I
that were
say-
chatting to like sent you a screenshot of you following like 10 blonde birds or something. That is his type.
We had an argument, all right? So when we're following spree.
But yeah, like things like that. Like, and I get it if guys don't like it as well. Like if you're
Yeah.
following, like I'm not talking friends. I'm talking like random people that have been on your like explore page.
Yeah,
and you just
yeah,
click
yeah.
follow. Like it does look weird.
Yeah, that's true.
Or people will constantly go on about like their ex or something like that.
That's
Yeah,
weird flex, isn't
yeah,
it?
I
People
think
do
it's
shit
weird.
like
We've
that.
said that
Weird,
before. It's
bruv.
weird.
Weird.
Very weird.
I think it's strange.
You can have an adult conversation about
Yeah.
when you're in that moment,
Yeah.
having that chat. But if
Yeah.
you then mention other
Not
shit
keep
about
bringing
it,
it up.
Yeah.
it's gone for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, innit?
Does
Weird.
having a relationship affect your interaction on OnlyFans? Because people probably want to buy into a single. I don't know. I'm guessing people want to buy into a single you. So does it affect the perception people have of you by having a boyfriend?
It
Did
does. It does sometimes. Yeah. Like obviously, I've got multiple platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram, whatever, so on. But Instagram's the one platform that I personally enjoy to post my partner on it. Like when we're on holiday, I want to post pictures of us because he's a part of my life. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I want him on my platform. But with places like Twitter and Reddit and other places where he's not on there, they would then come over to my OnlyFans and be like, oh yeah, like, oh, you Signal. And I'm like, oh, I sort of just go around it kind of thing. But if they've come from Instagram, they're like, oh yeah, well, where's your boyfriend? I'm like, well...
But they're still there chatting to you.
Yeah, they're still chatting
weird,
to me.
isn't it?
And at the end of the day, if they're sort of in a bar and they come over to you and you're chatting, blah, 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 they're not asking at that point if you've got a boyfriend then. It's the same type of scenario. And guys can fancy very famous people who are like married with children. It's the same type of thing, really.
Yeah.
They just, for some reason, when you do OnlyFans, think you're more accessible to maybe meet up on a Saturday, which isn't the case anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Have you had any weird like requests like that, like meetups or anything?
Yeah, people ask all the time for meetups. All the time. Yeah. For like ridiculous amounts of money, and I'm just like, no.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like some people do it, and like fair play if you want to do that, but
I think it's dangerous.
that's no. Like I've always had a fear that if I was to do that, like you know how people put some stuff on like a hanky and they put it over your nose. Like I've just seen too many like.
You've seen too many films.
Yeah, I've seen too many films.
This is sat indoors. This is the result of sitting indoors and watching all them films.
Yeah,
and them
exactly.
series.
With a bag of what's it?
Behind the camera.
Come out in the real world, it's nothing like it. Oh, come on in.
Come on in. Oh, wow.
Oh, man. So
but,
what about the big holidays in terms of like, I suppose it's just coming from our point of view here, but I'm just interested like, from like places like Ibiza, Vegas, all them types of places that like, they just don't interest you?
Ibiza for like, I've got Ibiza Hen next year. So
Okay, that'll be good fun.
Yeah. I would go to Vegas because it's cool and like in your face.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of the whole partying thing, but like not every weekend. Do you know what I mean?
Moderation.
Of course.
Yeah, moderation.
Yeah.
That's fine. But yeah, I definitely would go to them places because.
Fairs?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think in a relationship as well, you don't really want to go out and party as much. Do you know what I mean?
No, you don't.
That's very true.
Bad things happen.
Maybe that's why we need a relationship.
That's a big red flag for me as well. When they want to go out
All the time when you're in a relationship. Yeah.
I agree with that. No, I agree. But that's not why we need a relationship. No.
I'm getting on, mate. I need to get married soon.
I'm glad I left when I left on Saturday night. Put it that way.
I'm glad I didn't. I had a great night. Did we, mate?
Yeah, we got kicked out.
And ended up back at mine.
Got booted out.
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, we don't need to.
Question. Can men and women be friends?
Good question.
I think that they can.
Yeah.
However, I've never had male friends.
Okay.
Apart from like friends' boyfriends. And I would feel a bit insecure if my partner had female friends that he was constantly texting and whatever.
What if there was someone in his life probably beforehand and he said it in the beginning, like how you have done with your profession, and said, look, there's someone in my life like this. Would you be okay with that? Or is that a problem? Or would you get him to stop speaking to him after a little while?
Well, a lot of guys say that you get this, like, again, it was on another podcast, a lot of guys say about this whole like male glaze or something, where they wouldn't chat to you, they wouldn't be friends with you unless they want to,
sleep
how
with
do
you.
they say, like press? They say something really like,
Press shit.
yeah, like press or like, they done
Caress.
something. And I was like, I don't think that as a girl, but I'm not a guy. Do you know what I mean? Like girls can be friends with guys if they don't want to sleep with you. Like girls don't necessarily think like that. But I don't know. I'd feel a bit insecure about it, but...
Does your fella have any female friends?
No, I don't think so.
He's not.
They're all deleted now.
I'm not trying to get you in the fix, brother. I'm not.
They're long gone.
It's going to be a domestic when the cameras are off.
No.
New phone, new number. They're gone.
No, but I do think you can, because a lot of friends do have male and female friends, but I think a lot of them turn into like a lot of male friends of mine are friends' partners.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really count that, but I know people do have male and female friends before they get in a relationship, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've said on previous pod before, like in social settings like that, it's okay. But I wouldn't be happy if my missus had a lot. I mean, it depends again on the relationship. I would want to get to know them and see
I'd
see
do
what
the
it's
same.
like. But I think because we're men and we know
how guys think.
Yeah,
Everyone's a threat.
Like 9
Everyone's
times
a
out
threat.
of 10.
Every male to me,
girls
my
are
missus is a
essentially
threat.
the same, but girls won't say it. But I think, honestly, most girls are the same as guys. Like most girls are more insecure as they let on. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they won't say that because then you're letting down your barrier.
It's mad because you say that because you'd think that about some of the girls we know and who do content and what have you, and what you've just said there, you'd think probably from your online presence, you'd be like, she's well chatty, bubbly, outgoing. Not saying you're not that, but you're not that massive outlandish girl that wants to go out clubbing and you know is quite shy. I mean, talk to people over the counter and stuff like that. So it's like almost polar opposites.
Yeah, completely. And I think as well, when you do social media as a job, you're much more self-critical on what you look like and how you sort of show yourself. So if there's then another girl who's on the scene, even as a friend, you're then sort of comparing yourself to that person.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. I definitely think doing this job role, you're much more self-critical because you're taking pictures of yourself every day, like the most exposed you could ever be, really.
Yeah,
very true.
Because you are the product, aren't you?
Yeah, you're essentially the product, and you're literally taking everything off, and you're looking at yourself in front of a mirror or a camera every day, and just sort of picking at things that you don't like.
Does that play on your head a little bit? Have you ever suffered stuff like that?
Yeah, definitely.
How and why? Like,
you don't want to be thinking like that because you think this is so wrong. Like, you know in yourself that it's wrong to think like that, but think that you want to change this, you want to change that. Or it looks like I put on weight there. Oh, I wish I didn't do that. Or do you know what I mean? Or just, I don't know.
Way too self-critical.
Yeah, like so self-critical. And like, I know things change, like girls change like body-wise so much between the age of really 18 and 25, which is the whole time I've done OnlyFans. And I've sort of stayed the very slim kind of build. However, you get more womanly as you get older, and you get more curvy as such. And as a slim person, that's quite hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
You don't suffer from like insecurities and what am I trying to say? Like, just I don't know. Do you? You're looking at me like you're doing now.
That was an assumption.
It's a therapy session.
No, like I definitely think from posting pictures every day, very exposed, like I've said, it's not good for you. Very at a young age, especially. And I don't think a lot of girls realise that. And I don't think a lot of guys realise how insecure girls can be.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad thing and it's like guys' fault that you don't realise that.
Do you feel like it's kind of like what's the right terminology I'm trying to think of here? Not a double-edged sword, but almost like a catch-22, because you feel those insecurities about yourself, and so then therefore do you then create the content to post to get gratification, and then that makes you feel better, and then you feel insecure again, and it just keeps going around the vicious circle.
It is kind of like that. Like a lot of girls start OnlyFans and glamour modelling on the basis of like something that's bad that's happened to them. Like girls get nudes leaked at a young age, and how a lot of girls have dealt with it is by taking the control and essentially leaking them for free or for paid money, depending on the way that you're doing it on OnlyFans. And I think that's quite a big coping mechanism of how it does make you feel better. Like when people are saying, oh, you look amazing here and you look great here and I love this new set that you've bought. Obviously, it makes you feel good about yourself.
Sure.
But then when you're getting changed for bed the next night and you're like, oh, I feel shit again. Do you know what I mean?
Why though? Where does that stem from? Like, why? How can you feel? Why would you feel that way?
I just think it's because you like are so open about your body. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think guys, apart from obviously people, they don't expose themselves that much.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like the most your mates, I don't know, would ever see you exposed is like walking in your pants or something. But I think that's very different to like I
couldn't look at it. I just see him laugh. I was like, no, I won't say it.
I think it's very different. I think it's very different to like taking sexy pictures and trying to feel sexy when maybe that day you've woken up and felt ugly.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I understand.
So how do you deal with it? Because you also do it like OnlyFans coaching as well. Is that something that you kind of speak to like people that are coming up as well? Like how would you kind of like do you portray that onto people that are telling you as well?
Yeah, I try and be open with girls as much as possible about the ins and outs of the industry. Like before I started the coaching, people come forward to me and was like, oh, I really want to do this, but my boyfriend don't want me doing it, or I do this as a job. I don't have to do it for extra money, and I want to do this, but I'm not skinny. But it's not about any of that. Like, as long as you're happy, like, do it. Do you know what I mean? But I definitely think that people should take into consideration how it could mentally play on you. And any person, if they was as open as this, would say exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I can understand
like,
that.
You could have as much surgery done or as less surgery as you done or the most naturally pretty as anything, but you'd still feel shit.
So what are your coping mechanisms?
Just don't think about it.
Yeah,
just try.
Don't think about it.
Just honestly try not to think about it, and just like, maybe not take pictures that day. Like literally just the most simple things, or like, just try not to think about it, and just think you wouldn't have got that far if you were ugly.
Spot on, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the truth, yeah. Yes, guys, just want to quickly interrupt the podcast to ask you that one small little favour. We're hoping that you guys love us as much as we love you. So just show us some love by hitting that subscribe button. Let's get back to the pod.
So you do coaching for other OnlyFans girls.
Yes.
Have you yourself ever had anyone to coach you or had any kind of therapy or anything like that?
I've bought coaching guides on like how to better like my social kind of profile, like if I can sort of post at like better times, and like if I can sort of, I don't know, appeal more to people.
Yeah, of course,
like I don't have that much of a US market at the moment. It's very, very UK based. I've got a few Canadian people, but it's very UK based. So I bought coaching on that front. And then back in like 2021, I had therapy on the basis of literally what I've just spoken about, how you feel like just like shit every day because you get so swallowed up by, with OnlyFans, you've got a percentage at the top. And before the big sort of boom of everybody coming on, all the sort of OGs of OnlyFans in like Telegram got sucked in by this percentage that they put at the top. It would be like top of OnlyFans creators, and then it'd have all your money at the bottom.
Oh, wow.
And they put that to sort of make you feel...
It's like a target base.
Yeah, it's like a target. Like if you're at work and you have like a whiteboard. But it's so like, if you earn $50 less that day, it's going down. And then you think, oh my God, what have I done? And it really got a lot of girls feeling shit. Like so many girls, like constantly in group chats, were like hounding themselves in like, oh my God, my percentage has gone up by 0.01. Like that's literally nothing. But to us, it was such a big deal. So myself and 3 other girls who lived kind of close to me was all getting therapy from this lady, from basically how we was earning very good money, but we wasn't seeing it as money stacked on a table. We was just seeing it as a figure. Like that figure wasn't money to us. It was just random numbers. And some people getting literally, it sounds so bad, but some people are literally getting upset if at the end of the month they're like $1,000 off of their target. But it's because girls who do OnlyFans at that level are so hypocritical and like sort of penalizing themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like it is really bad, but it has definitely got better, and you just notice that it's not, don't be so harsh on yourself.
That's fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
You're trying to, going off the back of what you just said, the reason why you're trying to tap into the American market because you know it's so lucrative. I can imagine it's
obviously
crack America in any industry.
Right, obviously
yeah.
America's so much bigger, and it's just better to have a more of a range of subscribers. Like they've got different bank holidays to us, and they've got different paydays as us, and it's better obviously rather than just having all UK based people.
They spend money on anything as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like they've just got bigger wallets and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
you know,
that's great.
Clientele is all American.
Oh wow.
No English clients.
Really?
They've got so much lucrative cash, and they're more free flowing with their money. Spending. That's why he makes so much money. What he does. Lock his name out, please, Ash.
Yeah.
What is the like the biggest misconception of the industry? Do you reckon? Like just to manage expectations of someone who's trying to come into it. What do you think is the biggest misconception?
That you can actually earn money on the site. I know that sounds really stupid, but like so many people come on to OnlyFans thinking, for example, I want to make $2,000 or I want to make $5,000 this month. Yeah, you might do that if you've got an okay Instagram following, but all of them people are just probably from your hometown being weird. And then next month, they don't care because they've seen it all or not seen it all, but they've seen what they've wanted to see and they don't want to pay the extra $10 for next month, and then they'll unsubscribe. And then what are you going to do? Because, and that for me, to other girls, isn't worth it when all of your stuff is now out there, and if it's not on Google, it's been sent around into group chats. And if you work locally, this is like really dramatic, but like if you work, if you work locally, definitely. Like it could be sent. And if you're like studying or doing something that's a professional job, like teaching or nursing or something, it's not worth it, because so many people have joined the platform now. It's great if you started even a year ago, would have been better than now, but some people make it and do really well coming on the platform now, but you definitely have to have that niche or have the drive to really do well on like TikTok. TikTok's the main one, or Reddit. Reddit's unreal, but I'm not that great at it. It's just Reddit's well confusing.
Like a forum of some
There's like
type,
subreddits and like
I don't know how it works, but I know it's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Why are you looking at me like you're on me today, innit?
It's because you know what it is, isn't it? Like, you know the ins and outs of it. When they started, who's on there, who's not.
So I switched on now.
He knows it all.
It's got a lot of free time.
He knows it.
Don't work, do I?
Has it actually ever happened to you though? Has anyone leaked your stuff before?
I've had obviously leaks and stuff before, and when you sort of like, if you were one of sort of the first people to start, obviously you've got bigger forums.
Yeah.
And there's like weird sort of pages and forums, like a Reddit kind of page, where guys actually get a thrill out of posting stuff like that. It's just strange.
Yeah.
But it's stuff you can always get taken down.
We heard that there's people you can pay to do that.
They're called what they're called, like DMCA, so it's like copyright police type people.
Oh, right. Really? That's cool. That's like quite interesting to know.
Yeah, DMCA. They're like on every single website ever.
Oh wow.
Like any single website should have that type of stuff. It's basically just like copyright fraud.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So the only place you can go and not get called is the group chat,
innit? Who governs that?
It is, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
What?
The only thing you can get away with it is if you send it in a group chat. You send it in a group chat, no fucker's gonna.
No.
I mean, do you know what I'm saying?
No,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, Brontë, on topic of content, what content have you found kind of works best for you, or what makes you the most money, or what like have you found things that just don't work for you?
Content that does the best, I would say, is just like sort of generic content. What I'm sort of, if I was here wearing this, like when I get home, maybe doing like a video in this, because they can then put it 2 and 2, like, oh, well, she was wearing that earlier, and now I'm seeing like another side of that same outfit.
So you're telling a story, people buy into stories.
Because it's like Girl Next Door. But if you're not Girl Next Door, that won't really work, because your subscribers aren't. People feel like I could be like their next door neighbour type thing.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if you don't look like someone's next door neighbour, and
I feel you. No, it makes sense.
But
do you feel like that's going to be your theme forever? Like, how long do you feel you can keep that up for? Is there other themes you want to go into? Because we've now learned about loads of other different types of things.
I know that obviously, like Fendom and stuff like that is great, but I don't know too much personally about it. I have had a few subscribers that are into that type of thing. But again, when that's not your niche, those people are like 1 in 100 that will come through. But there is like a few dominatrix stuff that I do, but it's not my like forte, no.
What's the craziest request you've had?
Like weird.
Yeah, weird. They feel like, what the fuck?
There was this one.
As we always say, we want bottom of the barrel.
Well, I think this was quite weird. It was a guy who had a thing for sort of like tight, small spaces. You know, like what people, people have like a fear of like confined, like a confined space type thing. He obviously had a fetish for it,
right.
So he wanted me to be in a confined space, such as his reference of a bin bag, and to essentially play and touch myself in this said bag. But I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it because I don't know. I just thought it was a bit weird.
That was a bit weird.
I do think that was weird. I do know how possible that would be.
Bag and pleasure yourself.
Right.
Where did this come from?
How did he think? How did he even realise? He thought, oh, fuck, I like that. Where it does
that. He's taking the bins out. He's like, I wish there was something else in here. Fuck's sake. I'm just saying, imagine taking a bin out and getting a semi. Like, that's fucking weird,
That's the weirdest one. That is pretty weird.
I do think that's weird. A lot of guys obviously like feet, but that's not really weird in my industry.
I don't think that's a fetish anymore. I think that's just a
norm.
Yeah, it is a norm thing, isn't it?
No, there's a lot of like weird feet things, like jelly and stamping on jelly with your feet
Stamping on
and
jelly.
like beans
Pushes
and
me
stuff
out
like
a bit,
that.
you know?
Oh yeah,
Does
it
it?
does make me feel a bit
Standing
weird.
on jelly.
Some people,
It's well cold in between your toes. It's not nice.
I just
it pays the bills. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
it does.
Do you
Jelly
know
on
what
my
I mean?
toes.
Keeps the electric
Don't
on.
give us any ideas. He'll be doing it when he gets home.
Well, get some stuff
Oh, I
on
love
OF.
this.
Send it in the group chat, boys. Look what I'm up to.
It's a huge possibility. If anyone's gonna do it, probably.
It's true. That is
Would
very
you
true.
subscribe, Mason? Yes or no?
What, for you?
Yeah.
Of course, brother.
Would you?
Yeah, bro.
You get it for free, son.
There you go. What are you asking me for then?
Can we collab?
That's about Ash.
Ash, keep that.
Oh mate, I don't know where me was talking about it with Sienna. We feel like the world's become so desensitized with stuff.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, why
Yeah.
is this guy getting horny about me being in a bin bag? Like, something's clearly
This is
not
twisted,
tickling him anymore to
Yeah,
want to see that type of thing. Like, it's a bit dangerous, really.
It is,
like guys are sort of getting desensitized to
Mm.
and like it is a bit worrying on like the younger boys' behalf, like 18-year-old type of thing, or younger if you watch that age, that like that might not turn them on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like they think that really heavy dominatrix rough sex is normal in a relationship, and then they might get with a girl and think that that's normal when
Mm.
I think it's kind of pushing. Do you know what? I do honestly think from the things I've listened to and the statistics and stuff I've heard in the last, let's say, year, that I actually think the younger generation now are actually more scared about having sex and about don't know how to chat up a bird. They don't know how to talk to a girl in a club. Do you know what I mean? They don't know how to interact and flirt and foreplay and
Do you know what?
I'm saying? Like,
we should
it's
actually
gone
do
the
a
other
pod on
way.
this. We should actually do a whole pod on this with statistics, breakdowns, everything. That's
Yeah, I
a really
think
good
that'd do
idea.
really well.
Yeah.
Because the form of
But I think- I do
communication
think
is
it's
this now.
that's
It's
it. They
just
talk
fine.
on the
And I think-
screen.
It's just that.
I think as well with how girls are so sexually open because of OnlyFans,
Yeah.
it sometimes I do think puts guys off, as in it makes them feel a bit not insecure, but a bit like emasculine.
Yeah,
If that's
yeah.
the right
I can
word
see
in.
that. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Emasculates them, yeah, 100%.
Because like a girl so sexually overly sexual online, they're a bit like, oh God, am I going to be able to please her?
So
It's
true.
sexually in
That's
such
so
a way.
true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is so. That make the guys nervous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
Which I think is really sad.
We had mags. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was it.
They weren't our mags though, were they?
That was my brother's mags.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost my virginity because my brother.
Oh wow. Not with him, was it?
He was actually in the
not.
next room.
Was he?
Yeah.
Go on, son. Go on, knocking on the door.
He came in and slapped my ass.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Fuck's sake. Ash, cut that out.
Why? What? He slapped my ass.
It's so too much information, man.
Why? It fucking. I was 16.
Yeah, no.
Seem
Fair,
weird.
fair play
Stop,
to you.
stop digging. Making it worse.
What? Go on.
Go on, you first.
Me first?
Yeah, you first.
I was just gonna
Ladies
say.
first.
I've asked this before. Thanks, bro. What would you be doing if you wasn't doing OF?
I reckon I'd probably still doing dancing.
Okay.
I've got a lot of friends that moved to Dubai to do dancing because obviously the pay is a lot better out there, but it's very linked to the party lifestyle.
Yeah, it
so I
is.
think that my life would be very different. But I would probably be single as well because I can't imagine guys would. I don't know. This has just been stereotypical because I wouldn't want to be with a guy that's like that. Do you know what I mean? Like if a girl is constantly dancing like 10 p.m. till 4 a.m. every single night, drinking, because that is a part, like when you're going up on podium, they give you a drink because to like loosen nerves or whatever. Like it is that type of lifestyle. And I just think if I did do that, my life would be very different. Like I wouldn't have a house. I wouldn't have quite a sustained and stable life at all.
So that's more explicit than doing OF, like dancing in clubs.
I wouldn't say it's more explicit, but I genuinely think it's not stable at all.
Really?
Because it sounds stupid when technically OnlyFans are your employer. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're the most sort of up and down site. But yeah, well, in 2021, like 2021, they decided that I was going to ban.
I remember.
Yeah,
that.
and literally, like we all thought we was going to have to go to Co-op the next day and hand in our slips.
I would have
That must have
protested.
been actually scary.
Oh God, it was so scary. I woke up. That was the day that I went out to the bar that night. It was that
I
night.
said,
sorry.
no,
And then-
Marie, just I need a fucking drink.
Yeah, and then but then I woke up the next day, and that's when I found out that OnlyFans had been banned.
Yeah, but I remember this. Just
It
imagine
was
this
so
for a second,
bad.
yeah? Like, this is your bread and
Your
butter.
income,
And like a lot of money, like,
and it's a lot of
you've
dough.
got a lot of outgoings under this.
And you've built it. That's why I said to all of us, we have to diversify our portfolio as soon as we can.
Of course.
Can't just have it coming from YouTube and shit like that. You have to have everything covered.
Of course.
If something goes down, you need to make sure you've got money.
And
how come they went against it? Just uproar.
I don't know. It was
it would have been so much backlash.
It was Tim Stokely. He started it. He lives sort of our end.
Yeah.
He was very against the whole going down the from the get-go because he didn't start it for that, and it was him that said porn's banned, and then within like 72 hours he went back on it, and then he sold it like 6 months later.
Mad.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was savage. That was so bad.
That must have been scary.
Yeah, do you know what? They must have thought, listen, if you ban it, there's going to be someone else out there who's got deep pockets that'll open up.
But that's what they did. That's what they did. But it's not the same
Yeah.
platform. Like, it's OnlyFans has so much traffic coming in.
Yeah.
Like 2 other websites started up, and then all of us girls were then flooding into these 2 websites thinking, oh my God, please let us in.
Yeah.
And they were, but you've then got no subs. No one knows about these platforms. It's like
hard. You've got to start all over again.
Yeah, you literally start
I
from
didn't realise
zero.
that was going down. I would have gone out and protested, mate. No, I'm not having this. Let them have it.
What would you say has been the most rewarding experience or thing that you've got out of what you've been doing over the last few years?
As in, like,
maybe a moment or a thing like fucking yes, like I've always wanted to do that and I've done it by the time I'm 24.
I'd definitely say buy my house.
Okay, yeah, cool.
That was obviously really nice.
Can I ask you a personal question? We can block this out.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Did you buy it or did you mortgage it?
Mortgaged it.
Because we had someone on here saying that you couldn't get a mortgage if you've done OnlyFans.
Oh no, you can.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
No, don't forget. Bronte's been doing it for 6-7 years.
Yeah.
She's been doing it for 2 years. You need books.
Yeah.
That's what we said. That's what I said to her.
Yeah.
How long have you been on the books?
Okay, I hear you. Right.
But it is one of those things, you know, like when you're self-employed, you have to have 3 years books.
Yeah.
If you're a limited company, you literally need 6 months.
It's crazy how it works.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
If you're a limited company, you only need 6 months?
Yeah, because you're employed.
It's a loophole.
By yourself.
Yeah, you show yourself as like working.
You're employed by that company.
Yeah. So say if you guys started a limited company for the podcast and the limited company paid all of you, you'd literally need 6 months books.
So how do we avoid tax? Next question.
I'd love to know.
Yeah, good answer, Bronte. Fucking good answer.
Here's a question. Right, so you have the money, you have the freedom. Why are you here in the UK? Because I know the first thing I do as soon as I get in proper bread, I'm leaving. So
I'd love to go to Dubai, but I think I'd be in prison within like 4 months.
I see, right.
Yeah, they don't like you over there. Obviously, there are a lot of girls over there that do it, but I don't know how big of a fish they are. Like, these girls could have like 400k on Instagram. That don't mean that you make 100 grand on OnlyFans. Like, honestly, that's one thing with like following. It don't equate to your OnlyFans. No, at all. Like, it doesn't at all. But even as well, like, we've got a friend and he does OnlyFans management and he makes so much money over there, like so much money. And he moved to Dubai because of tax and he's fine. And he's like, oh yeah, come over, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, like, I'm way too scared.
I thought you were going to say you're in prison or something.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, no.
Probably
what about anywhere else in the world though? Anywhere in the States or Asia or anything? Come forward a little bit, Bronte.
Sorry.
Right.
I know I think it's Panama next to Mexico.
Yeah.
They're tax free, but you go there to like die. Like, there's nothing there.
Okay.
So
Miami, LA, anywhere like that?
Bali's tax free.
Yeah,
live in Bali,
but you can't take your dogs there. They get incinerated.
No?
Yeah, I did Google that.
What do you mean they get incinerated?
If you Google it, it's true. It's true. I promise you, it's true. So we looked up. We was like literally going through it all. We was like, I want to go Bali. Like, I love it there because like the houses are like 1p.
Yeah,
like unreal. And then we was obviously gonna do the whole procedure type thing because tax free, everything great. And on the last hurdle, it's like dogs aren't allowed into the country or out the country because of like diseases and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So we could go in with 2 dogs and only come out with 1.
Oh,
like, you're not guaranteed for your dogs to meet you on the other side.
Oh, yeah, no,
which like,
what breed are they?
we've got a French and a sausage dog.
Oh, of course you do.
I'll take him on the plane with me, bro. Like, you gotta kill me. You gotta kill me.
That's a shame.
But yeah,
so
that was a shame.
Where would be your dream location if you could? Well, you can, but I mean, if you didn't have the dogs in the situation.
Again, I would love to go to Bali because it's very like tropical, like Tulum, and Tulum, I love that.
Oh, yeah.
It was so like
Could you live in Bali? Yeah,
I could live in Bali.
I think I could. Yeah.
I could live in Bali
Really?
tomorrow.
Nah,
Million
not been,
percent.
but-
The humidity's, man, and it's, I don't know. I don't know.
I do like the whole like beach life though.
I love
do
it,
like
man.
that.
I'd definitely
It's
live
so
there.
chilled. Like
It's
as much
the
as
best
like
place ever.
glam and stuff, like I'm not really like that.
Wake up every
I'm like
day,
that 1% of the
shorts, ain't got to
time.
worry about my hair.
Yeah, lovely.
On a ped. Oh, mate, that's the best time.
Don't talk to me about
Yeah.
Give me a quad bike. Fuck the peds.
I can appreciate both though, like the authentic
cool.
side of the
I
world.
could live
and
there
the
maybe
eccentric
6 months of
side.
the
I
year.
like a bit of both.
Yeah.
Good
I don't know. I
balance.
just couldn't live there 12 months. I'd
Yeah.
do 6 months and then I'd want to come somewhere
Yeah,
like
I feel
Miami
you.
and LA and I'd
Yeah.
want to go and see. I couldn't.
I
Just
do
permanently be
like
in
the
Bali.
idea of Dubai, but I've never been to Dubai.
Oh, you love it.
But like I don't know if I could live there because it is, as much as I like my cars and my stuff and whatever, it's just things I like. Whereas I know people over there are quite in your face, and that's
Not a
I'm
bit,
very
yeah.
no, I'm not like that.
I
Really.
don't know. I think you could get they allocate. No, not allocate's the wrong word. They allow for every single kind of lifestyle out there.
Yeah.
No one, you're not under scrutiny.
You don't
of
feel
anyone.
left out type
No,
thing.
at
Yeah.
all. There's walks of life, all different walks of life. Don't get me wrong, you got to have a bit of money in your bank to be able
Yeah.
to get by.
Yeah.
But it isn't that much more expensive in the UK. I
Yeah.
don't think anyway.
Yeah.
There's certain differences, but like general, food shop was a bit more expensive, but it wasn't like
Yeah,
it wasn't.
it was just like shopping in M&S
Yeah,
every week. do you know what I mean?
exactly. So yeah, I think you could get away with still having your lifestyle, but I don't know. I don't know about the OF stuff.
I would love to do it, but I don't know.
Why don't you do it? Like
You'll see me on a banner, OnlyFans
No,
girl,
but I mean,
prison with me.
With her dogs.
if I had as much freedom as you,
Yeah.
which I plan on having soon,
Yeah.
I would just be the most. I'd be like, right, boys, we're going to Dubai for a month. Like, do you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
What
I don't know
is?
if I'd have like a permanent residence. Is that what
I'd
you're
just
saying?
do shit.
Yeah.
Like we said to us, we all said like we would just go here, which would be non-stop. What is stopping you from doing that? You've obviously got a fella that's happy to do it. Is it the dogs or? Because I can't understand people who've got this dough and they don't
Yeah.
want to just go and do shit all the time. I just want to
Yeah.
go out. I want to go.
Last,
You're a degenerate. Sorry,
that's
bro.
all right. Last year we was much more like going on holidays like literally back to back, like every single month, which was sick. But this year I'm trying to like be well tight on money because I'm trying to get a bigger house and
Okay,
stuff.
fair enough. Okay.
Yeah,
But
Makes
then
sense.
once that's happened, then we'll then do that again.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to get to like later 20s and think, oh, why have I spent so much money?
Yeah.
Because even now I look back and I just think, why did I spend so much money?
Did you have a good time doing it?
Yeah, I did, but like,
You got good
I
memories?
could, yeah, I do.
Don't regret it.
Yeah,
No,
don't
I
regret
don't.
anything like
Do you
that.
not think?
No way.
Like you've made some great memories. You've seen.
I
the
just
world.
feel though, like sometimes a bit, not regretful, but like you haven't been handed the money for free because you've worked hard to get it. But people think that it's easy. So then you feel that like you've wasted the money on memories rather than soil, like bigger soil. I've got soil, but like I could have got more. Do you know what I mean?
I hear you. I hear what you're
Do you know
saying.
what
I think
I
you're
mean?
about. I think we were.
But
having a
again, like
similar
you're being really like
want it
self.
now.
Yeah, I'm
want
like
it-
that. I want it
yeah,
yesterday.
Yeah, so I mean, this,
Yeah.
we used to have a similar conversation on the way down here. Like when things start happening like that, all of a sudden you just want everything to happen all at once. You're like, no, do you know what? Enjoy the fucking journey. Like
Yeah.
you went from earning what you earning
Yeah.
to then more.
It
to
is
then
well
more,
hard though.
to then get more, and now you've got your house. Now you want
Yeah.
a bigger. Like for example, you just said you want to buy a bigger house. Why do you want a bigger house? Just because you want a bigger house?
Yeah, just because I want a bigger house. And if like down the line, like say like 5 years time, like kids and stuff, I'd
Yeah.
want to be like, now I can sort of relax in my nice house. I haven't got to like pressure myself like pregnant and doing all this stuff to try and get
fine.
that.
Okay,
Do you know
so
what I
you're
mean?
thinking long term a little bit.
I think well long term.
Okay, cool. I'm with you.
Life's
Yeah,
just
makes
all
sense.
about balance, though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
it's literally like we come with nothing, we're going to leave with nothing. That's just
Yeah.
how I see it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, but at the
Yeah.
same time,
Don't regret it.
yeah,
No.
exactly.
That's one
regret.
thing though, like when we went to Mexico, I've never done like a long haul flight. Like I've always been like Greece and like Ibiza and whatever.
I'll make Merc over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, never
That was literally me. And then whereas my partner, he's been like Thailand like twice and like all these fun places. And I'm like, oh, I've never done that. So when I went there and went to these countries, it was so fun and it was so like jungly and like that's so me. Like it's such a vibe. It's so fun.
Same.
Oh no, we hired this buggy. He's baited me out because he put it on his Instagram and it was well bad. There was this 2-seater buggy, and obviously like I like cars. I'm actually a good driver. Like, I've been on track before. I'm good. I'm not good at driving a buggy. Like they're not a car. They're not the same thing. So we've gone to this like dirt track of a road. There's like rocks everywhere. It looks like a it's been bombed. Like it looks so bad. Like there's craters of like potholes in the ground.
It's Tulum, yeah.
Tulum, yeah. If you've been there, you'd know. Like, what I'm talking
you mean
about.
the mud strip down where all the clubs are?
No, in the town.
Oh right, Old Town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a. It's like it's dusty, it's rocky, it's bad. And anyway, he was like drifting out. I was like, let me have a go. I want to have a go. So he's then got out. I'm bearing in mind, I'm still with my watch on, my new bracelet on, these Louis Vuitton flip flops, Louis Vuitton backpack thing, bikini. That's it. Like proper dripping in all this stuff, and I get in this thing, no seatbelt, no doors, nothing, and I'm trying to drift it around this thing 3 times. Third time, I drift it one way, it goes another way, and it tips, and I land underneath it. My leg's stuck. I'm like screaming, stuck underneath this thing. We'll show you a video after as well. It's bad.
Can we get a clip? Yeah,
no, we'll get a clip. We can clip it.
We need that video clip.
Yeah, and then all these little Mexican men come running over.
Rolling over.
They come running over and try and tip it, but
did you hurt yourself?
Yeah.
Sounds like you did.
Yeah, my arm went all swollen, and that was the day before we flew back.
Lucky it was the end of the holiday though.
Yeah.
You must have gone clubbing out in Tulum, right? Tulum's like unbelievable club.
Yeah, we did, to be fair.
Where'd you go?
We went to, it was like this sort of beachy one. There was Taboo.
That was sick. Tantra.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was this one next to it. It had like this sort of big head. And you like to walk under it.
How?
Yes.
Yeah.
We went there.
That's for New Year.
Yeah, we went there for New Year as well.
You was at How for New Year?
Yeah.
All white party?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What a small world.
Yeah.
Wow.
We went there in like May 2021, and then we went there for my birthday, because my birthday is the 30th of December.
Oh, yeah. Same. I went 2 years in the bounce. I went this year and last year.
Oh, mad.
That's crazy.
I was absolutely loving it because I was well drunk, but it was quite like repetitive.
Yeah, and they kept doing that stupid horn.
Yeah.
Stupid horn. What was that about?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow.
But I loved it. It was well fun, but they weren't as drunk as me, so they was like, let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
Do you watch Sunrise?
No.
Mate, expensive's not the word. Yeah, to entry.
It was a lot.
For entry, I know.
What?
Free, yeah.
And we had like 4 drinks.
£400 entry.
Wait. 400 quid entry.
Entry.
I would have jumped over the barriers or something.
We'd find a way in somehow, bro.
You know what I mean?
Did you stay for Sunrise?
No, we didn't.
No. Oh, really?
Why is it £4 though?
Because it's Tulum.
Yeah.
But Tulum
well
is unbelievably expensive.
And the thing is as well, as much as you think you can jump in, you can't actually get to the beach anyway. You need to go through these restaurants to get to the beach. It's a bit scammy.
They've got it on lock. They're not stupid.
It's on like...
And the Mexican men... Yeah, they're not...
They're coming down the street with like machine guns on the back. Yeah. And you don't even want to look at me like that.
And they've all got masks on.
Yeah, you don't want to get in trouble there, to be honest. Did they accept Klarna, do you reckon?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Asking for a friend.
No, I don't think so. And they're well hot and like, they only like cash. Like we've gone to an ATM and stuff and you can't even get it out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
crazy place.
It's just well far.
Well far and well expensive.
Yeah.
It's worth it though.
Have you been Mykonos?
No, haven't been.
That's even more expensive.
Is it?
More expensive than Tulum, yeah.
Is it good though?
It's unbelievable.
I've heard it's really like windy.
If you go to like back in the summer, if you go like September, October time, it's very windy, but midsummer it's not. And but be prepared. If you're thinking about how expensive Tulum was, Mykonos is ridiculous.
Even more.
So bad. So bad. But it's set up for that.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
It is the most expensive place to go at the moment.
I've never been anywhere like it.
You know that place, Mykonos, was a place for millionaires and billionaires to go to like get away from everyone. That's what it originally was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't a party destination like it is now.
You know what made it?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. People started posting it and then people just started coming and obviously but that's what it was. It was a getaway for millionaires and millionaires.
That's how Tulum become big as well. Tulum become big the exact same way.
Yeah, that's true.
We're seeing the video coming.
Is that in the video? We'll put it on screen for you guys.
Yeah, you guys will see it in a minute.
Yeah, Tulum is well up and coming though.
Yeah, but that's what. So basically, what happened was, do you remember they had all them red list countries you couldn't fly to? So everyone was limited where they could go. So the only 2 places that were popping that were good, I think there was 3. It was Croatia, Mykonos, and Tulum.
Oh,
and then everyone flocked to. So everyone just went to these one places. It was all like compact. It was sick, to be fair. It was really good.
Tulum was really big for festivals when we went, but we didn't actually go to
You didn't go to
any.
Zamna?
No, there was one where it was like a sort of like an alien.
Yeah.
And it was like coming out, and we saw it when we drove past, and I was like, oh, why did we go?
It's Afterlife. That's what I went to. Yeah,
that looked really, really good.
I don't know if you liked the music though. I didn't even really enjoy the music, but the visuals were fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's what we saw.
Yeah,
we saw it on Instagram after. It was really good.
That's crazy. It was both the same place. Very small world.
I've got a question off topic.
Okay.
So, a lot of our viewers, they're 18 to 35-year-olds, is it, boys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we was talking earlier, touched upon how young kids and young adults don't know how to communicate anymore. To the guys that watch our pod, what's like the biggest advice you can give them on how to actually approach and speak to a woman nowadays in 2023?
I personally say just be genuine and not overly sexual. That's me as a person though. Like, I know everyone's different and some people like the overly sexual chat, but just be genuine and have a conversation. And if you don't actually think from a guy's point of view it's going anywhere, and even if you think that she's hot, don't just think about having sex with her. Do you know what I mean?
I get that. The only issue I think off the back of that is women are getting chatted up from a lot of guys.
Yeah.
So going in with a genuine chat,
it won't stand out.
It doesn't stand out. So we're thinking of ways to slide in the DMs, or if that's like the main force of like main form of communication.
I can't imagine
nowadays.
it being so hard for guys to like, I don't know, get a girl's attention.
Men have got it hard nowadays.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Because the competition's ridiculous.
So it's difficult for us, isn't it?
Yeah, anyway. Okay, here's another here's a question off the back of his.
Go on.
Okay.
I got one more.
Do you care? Do women care, or do you care if a man stripped out in like designer stuff, or does that not bother you?
No, I don't think it bothers me. No. Just as long as you dress well.
Yeah, that's it,
that doesn't. You don't have to have like a Balenciaga top on. Like it could be Primark. As long as you dress well.
Put the outfit together.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be designer to be cool.
So you wear it.
A bit more
yeah,
subtle.
completely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Subtle sometimes nice, isn't
it?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
What's your question?
I was gonna say. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. I'm just genuinely interested to see what you're gonna say. Who cheats more, men or women?
I think women are more sneaky.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, women are worse. 100%. 100%.
I think women are more sneaky, and I don't think girls think that liking a comment back is flirting. However, a guy would see it as flirting.
Yeah.
Like, I think guys see quite a few things as flirting when it might not be. But I think girls do know that they're trying to flirt on the down low. I do think 100%. Girls are sneaky.
100%. Do you know what I say? I say girls won't cheat, but they'll know who's next.
Yeah. Girls know who their next boyfriend is.
They know who is next. Yeah. That guy that's lurking in there. Like,
if that's their intention. As soon as their guy sort of starts, I wouldn't say soon, but if their guy's like, not playing the part, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, as soon as they start sort of maybe not being as nice or not doing this, not doing that, I would say girls are sneakier.
This is exactly what I said in that pod a few pods ago. I said the rent is due every single day.
For a man, yeah.
For a man, the rent's due every single day.
There's so much competition.
So much competition, and if you're not pulling your weight.
But I do think with girls are very much more out there on social media. Like, as a girl, even who does OnlyFans, like, girls post bikini pictures all the time, and if your man's scrolling past that, like, that's not nice.
You see Mason's name under every single one of those.
It's all right, bro. I'm internal, bro. I'm coming for you, bro. So I'm coming with
Mason's
ammo, bro. I'm coming with ammo. Next internal.
Did I lie? But did I lie?
You know, you notice stuff. Yeah?
I love you, bro.
I love you too, but I'm noting, bro. It's all good. I'm just observing.
Brontë, before we wrap up, is there anything any advice you want to give to? I know you've already touched on it, but like, is there anything specific you tell girls to be themselves in 2023?
Don't do something just for money. I know it's quite hard, but like, don't just do something for quick money now, because it's not quick money.
Okay.
If that's a statement that I can say.
Yes, you can say what you want.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Fair enough. Okay. And is there anything you want to plug? Obviously, you want to plug your
my OnlyFans is Brontë with 2 V's 2 T's.
Okay.
That will probably need to be there because it's a bit confusing.
Okay.
That's fine. We can do that.
Yeah, and all my platforms are the same.
Cool. You got all the same handles and everything?
Yeah.
Cool, nice.
Saying.
Nice. Well, it was lovely
Thank
to have you on.
Yeah, wicked.
Thank
Did
you
you
for
enjoy
having
it?
me. Yeah, I did enjoy it.
Cool.
Thank
Good stuff.
you.
You're
Good.
welcome.
Good. Listen, guys, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for tuning in once again to the Graftkings podcast. Leave a like, leave a
Leave a comment in the comment section.
And we'll see you in the next.
Thank you.
Peace.